get right to it. Today's guest, we have the daughter of the late, great Rodney King, who was victimized by the Los Angeles Police Department, viciously, brutally assaulted, made headlines across the world, incited the famous LA riots, and became one of the most chaotic and vigilant demonstrations of our time against racial injustice. Fast forwarding to now, still fighting against some of the same injustices over 3 decades ago, I introduce to you Laura Dean King, Executive Director, founder of the Rodney King Foundation, Angels in Red Award recipient. She's the Change Award recipient. And that's just to name a few. And living by the echo of her father's words, can we all get along? How you doing today?
I'm unstoppable. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And thank you so much for your patience. Seriously.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we're so honored to have you here. First and foremost, your father must be smiling to see his daughter starting a foundation in his name, honoring his legacy. Some people would try to bury those memories. You haven't. You know, you decided to continue on and to really take this fight worldwide and to do the right things. What made you take on that responsibility?
You know, it's great that you asked that question. I worked at an accounting firm here in Glendale, California, for 10 plus years, but I would go to Skid Row twice a month and feed the homeless. And my dad was still living at the time and he hated it. He's like, why don't you start a foundation? Why are you using your own money to do that? And I was like, just because I don't want to do all that. I didn't want to do no paperwork. I didn't want to do any of that. And after he died, I was devastated. I couldn't think of any way to honor him. I was like, what do I do? And LegalZoom was in the same building. And so they started it for me. I went up there, I took the strength and go. And then 2 months later, mentally, I was just like, I couldn't take it. I was still trying to process him not being here. So I just stopped everything. And I would just go to work and come home, go to work and come home. And my dad, you know, it was 3 of us. I'm the middle child. And he didn't talk to us like girls. He talked to us like we was boys. So
right.
I said a couple of things to myself and I'm like, okay, so either you're going to spiral down in your emotions or you're going to use those emotions to help change the world. Like it's probably somebody out here hurting. And you just sitting here crying. Like that's not, you know, like not even just crying, just not living life, you know? And it's like, I had to say a couple of words in my daddy's voice, like, get up, get to it. You know, you're going to sit here, what you going to do? Right. And so that's when I just started redoing things little by little. Just do what you've been doing and put the paperwork to it. So my mother actually got cancer too shortly after that. So I quit my job of 10 years and called myself going to this attorney's office, and all my partners were like, you're gonna hate it, attorney's that. And I'm like, I get along with everybody, I'll be great. It lasted 3 weeks. I took my 401k out from my old job, and I literally have been doing the foundation ever since. So just to do what I've been doing before he died, but using that pain to push you, it's a different caliber. It's a
whole nother thing. Yeah,
it is. It's a whole nother level.
I totally get that. Now you have so much compassion for humanity. Yeah, and you know, like I said, in the words of your father, can we all get along? What are some of the services that the Rodney King Foundation provide?
You know what? It's a lot. It's a lot. One of the things that's dearest to my heart is the I Am King Scholarship, which highlights African American men. And that's not like I'm pro-Black and this and that, but I realize that we live in a society where they don't honor you guys. And I think y'all dope, man. I do. I think you guys are amazing. I couldn't imagine stepping out this door feeling unstoppable, but then at the same time, all the things that you guys really go through, and then to be a father, a man, and also I know a lot of fathers that are single fathers. I know a lot of active dads that the world don't see them like that. When I
No.
was watching the news, I stopped watching the news a year before my father passed, but when I was watching the news, they don't promote positive Black images. And to me, that kind of bothered me, because
It
I can
does.
say this,
So true.
um, a father and a man is the most important man and person in a child's life, not a mother. And I'm a mother of two, but I can say that, not a mother. And so I felt like it was my duty, until my casket dropped, to honor you guys. Not saying again that I'm pro Black and all this, but we're all humans. And if I see that people are mistreating a certain human, and all walks of life should be promoting you guys, because they
That's
put you
right.
guys down. So it's
That's
our job
right.
as humans to promote you guys, to lift you up, because I know plenty of dope Black men. So that's dear to my heart. So we've awarded a couple of dads, when we're able to get funding for
Hmm.
ourselves, to award them, to so that they can treat their child out on a date. It's nothing like quality time
That
with your
is so
dad.
cool. What?
Yeah, it's nothing like, it's like when you see your dad, when you play sports or something, you see your dad in the field, you're gonna give a little extra, because it's like, oh shoot, dad's here. Let me,
That's it.
and it's like, for me, I think undivided attention with a father is, man, you can go so far in life. And I will say this, as a parent, I don't want to admit like I can't treat you out on a date. Because I still go through that now. I'm struggling, but I know what it's like to have that undivided attention, especially because we have cell phones. So it's like, if you put your cell phone down and I'm looking at you, making eye contact, dating your child, that's like amazing,
It is amazing. It is
like it's
amazing.
amazing. But
And you
that's
know what's
dear to my
so
heart. We work with the police department, having
okay?
uncomfortable conversations,
Right.
having those things that, just because we're fidgety when we get pulled over, that doesn't mean we're a criminal. That don't mean we just hit a lick. That means I'm nervous for my life. And my
Right.
dad ran that night because he knew what was to come. That was normal behavior. This wasn't
Right.
like I'm gonna run because I'm no, that was normal. Like when you get pulled over, there's a 90% chance that you're gonna get beat for your life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's sad that the world had to witness that. It's
Yeah.
sad. It's sad. George Floyd, now it's a different caliber, because all walks of life are affected by this. So it's like,
Yes.
it's just, that part is like really dear to me. And I get nervous. I'll be nervous around the police, but I know that we have to have those conversations to move us forward. We
Yeah. We
feed the
definitely have
homeless.
to have those.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable conversations. That's where you grow. If you don't have, and that's with any relationship in life. If you don't have those uncomfortable conversations, you're not gonna grow.
I know one thing is that what you're doing is it's not being unrecognized.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I want the audience that is watching this show to know how they can support the foundation. Where do they go to? Where do they make donations? Because it takes finance to continue the movement. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. I'm
So
about
we
to
need
go hold
that.
a sign. We'll work for food in a minute. It does. We have a website. It's called rodneyking.org.
Okay.
We have social media. My personal, I'll give you guys my personal. It's Laura Danae King. That's my Facebook. My Instagram is Laura _King RKF. And then the foundation is the official Rodney King Foundation. But yeah, write us, let us know. Anybody can help. We do yearly turkey drives. We do yearly toy drives with Tranquility Counseling Services in
Wow.
Long Beach and Altadena. And my dad started a record label. A lot of people don't know this. It was called Straight Out the Past. It was to unite the Bloods and the Crips. Because, again, there's a lot of bloodshed in that area and walks of life. And I think that that's very important in our community. I think it's so important. I really, really do. I think it's much needed. But yeah, those websites. But yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. I would love your feedback. We can figure this thing out. It's very simple. We as adults just make it hard, but we'll get it one day.
We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll find a way to make this right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to use your
Laura,
pain, man. You got to, something about using pain to push you forward. It's amazing. It's amazing. And there's no such thing as unsuccessful. As long as you wake up and you got breath of life and you walking and talking, it's possible.
well, you know what? You just gave me some oxygen right now. I thank you so much for being on
Oh,
this show. Laura, we love you. Continue to do what you do. And any way that we can help you, let us know. We definitely need to collaborate in the future together
Absolutely.
and do some positive stuff, you know, because we can sit here and talk the talk all we want,
Right.
but we gotta, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, we
Yes,
need to
we
get
could.
together and network and really start expanding and building the horizons. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So
I'm
I
all for
thank
it.
you.
And before I forget, I like the name of your show. I think that's dope. I think that's a hell of a connection. I think it's dope.
Well, if you think it's dope, I'm gonna have to ask you another question.
Go for it.
What is your mental margarita?
Huh?
What is your mental margarita? What is your escape?
What is my mental margarita? I think I know what that means. I'll say, in spite of how you're feeling, what's tugging you, what's anything, be unstoppable. And that's not like this happy-go-lucky, like I'm unstoppable. It means no. It means in spite of what you're feeling. I often think of our ancestors, right? And I look down. Right now, I don't have any shoes on. I look down. I couldn't walk 40 plus miles with no shoes, but somebody else
It's
did.
true.
Somebody else did.
Oof.
For us to sit here and have this eye contact and speak in English and be okay. It's hard in the world, but somebody had to pay for what we doing right now.
Right
So
now.
be unstoppable. You may go a little slower, but keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's okay to chill out. It's okay to slow down, but don't stop. Don't stop.
Don't stop. Come on, girl. All right. Well, listen, it was a pleasure once again, and you have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having me. And thank you for your patience.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Be in touch. Okay. Bye
All right.
bye.
Rolling, man. Welcome to the Mental Margarita Show. It's your boy Slykat. I'm chilling with the Wolf Man
Yes,
himself.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad to be on here. Glad to be on here. It's a blessing. It's a blessing,
It,
man.
def- it definitely is, man. How's it feeling in Vegas right now?
Kind of hot, you know what I'm saying? Kind of hot, but you know what I'm saying? You still get through it.
I'm telling you, man, it's hot, boy. You better stay inside, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cool AC. Cool AC.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So, are you originally from Las Vegas?
I'm not. I'm originally from California.
Okay. Okay.
I'm originally from California, to be exact, South Central, like
So,
Watts, California. Yeah, raised and born and raised right there.
I mean, you're talking about Ice Cube,
Yeah.
legendary status, man. You know, that's crazy. And so, how
Yeah.
long? What was your transition? So, you stayed in Cali for how long, and then what made you come to Vegas?
Till I was like, I stayed in Cali till I was in like, I say high school junior year. Then
Okay.
I transferred to like Moreno Valley, IE, Inland Empire, towards that way. And then after high school, I came towards Vegas because some of my
Wow.
family is down here, down in Vegas. So
Okay. Cool. Cool. So most of is your family from Cali too, or are
yes,
they all migrated with you?
yeah, most of my family is from California. Most
Cool.
definitely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So how you like in Vegas? Is it
Uh,
treating you well, my brother?
Vegas is treating me real. I met a
Yeah.
lot of, people that taught me different things and, showed me different ways to it. So I'm most definitely enjoying Vegas. It's treating me very well.
You know what? And that's the thing with Vegas, man. It's like you gotta know all the tricks and the trades, man, because once you know how to kind of survive in Vegas, the tourists they don't know nothing that we know. The locals
Yeah,
know.
yeah, most
So yeah. All
definitely.
right. So now let's go. Let's dig a little deeper. So how long have you been doing this music thing?
When I first got out of high school, I had a friend that we was very close and we played basketball together, and he made music. He had his whole setup at his house, because his dad was a big music person too. So he made beats and all that. So, every day after high school, before work, after work, I go to his house, make a little music, and get
Yeah.
used to it. And I start falling in love with, telling my story, So I just kept it rolling. So you can say right after high school, 2017, 2016.
2016.
So
Okay. Cool. So you guys kind of like start experimenting with it and stuff like that. What was like your first? Do you remember like your first song that you ever laid?
Uh, I do. Actually, right now at this moment, it's on SoundCloud. He mixed and mastered it himself. He did
Okay,
everything himself. It's called My Shooter. Like a
that's
girl that's down for you and riding for you, and
that's what I'm talking about.
my shooter. So I really remember it because that was really one of my first songs, and that's what woke me up that I can be somebody in this music industry. Because my first song blowing up that fast, that quick, off of
Wow. So
no
it took
fan
off.
base, no fan base or nothing like that. It's like at 87K, 89K right now. So,
Wow. Okay.
this is another way that I can do it. Instead of
For for real. I mean, like you get that kind of feedback, man. You know that
yeah.
right there is like a green light. So that's
So I kept
cool.
it
So
going.
what? How would you describe your music?
I can say touching because every time I touch that mic, I want to touch somebody. So as far as if it's family,
That's
friends,
deep.
or anybody that's going through my situation,
That's deep.
because you never know what anybody could be going through, so you
Yeah.
can't be no closed book. You got to be an open book because the same people across the world might be going through the same thing. So you
That's
got to
right.
stay woke in this music. You can't just sleep on this music and just say what people want to hear, so
That's deep.
that's what I feel like my music is touching.
I totally agree with you. I feel like being an artist, the greatest artists are the most vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to kind of be transparent, and sometimes that's hard for a lot of people to do. And in hip hop music, you have so many frauds. You have so many people that are trying to do it for the wrong reasons, but so much negative things out there. And life is tough. My mom used to tell me that all the time. She used to be like, you gotta know, you gotta realize that life is tough. I'd be like, why do you keep saying that? But the older you get,
The
the more
tougher it get.
the tougher it gets. What?
Yes, most definitely. And speaking of that, like I always like know life was hard when I see my mom at work every day. When I wake up, she going to sleep while I'm going to school, but it switched back up. Nighttime, she ain't there in the bed,
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
looking for my mom, and she's trying to get it for her 4 kids, so I understand about that. And that's the real another reason why I started rapping now, because she deserves everything she wants. So most definitely I need to get it to her. So
That's true, man. That's true. That's true.
my friend, he had he had
I
passed away recently, so
sorry
I
to hear that,
spoke.
my brother.
Yeah, I said at the funeral to everybody, friends, close friends, little family was there, cherish your moments.
Yeah,
You never
yeah.
know, you gotta cherish every moment. So I
We thank you.
really try to push that, man. So that's my other joy other than being around my family and the people I love is most definitely another thing other than music.
That's cool, man. That's cool. And like I said, man, I send my condolences to that. I lost my best friend, man, and I know how it feels, man. So, you keep riding for him and you're doing all the right things, man. I want to thank you for being on the show. But before we leave, um, how do they follow you? How, if they're interested in a mixtape that you did or something like that? What's
Okay,
the
I recently just dropped a mixtape a couple months ago. It's called Problem Child 5X. That's the title name. That's my name on Apple Music, Spotify, all the big platforms. If you want to go follow, check me out. It's Problem Child 5X. All together. On Instagram, it's __ Problem Child 5X. I really don't got no other platform as far as social media. So
cool?
Instagram would do most
That's cool,
definitely.
my brother. That's
Yeah,
cool.
man. I'm up early morning. You know, I just came from the studio, crashed in by like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm up getting it going. You know,
Now we
so
talking, baby.
yeah,
Hey, look, you
yeah,
got me excited, man. We're gonna have to go track
yeah,
together one of these
yeah.
days.
Oh, most definitely. I'm ready whenever you are. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. Hey, listen, man, stay in that AC. Stay cool, my brother. Much love to you and your family, to your girl, your shooter. And
Yeah.
it's a pleasure talking to you. And
Yes,
you have a good
same.
one, all right, my brother?
You too. Much love, respect.
All right, God bless you, bro.
Hey, boss.
A lot of shit left.
Coco, this your season right now. Top 2 on double K. Damn it. They left me damaged. I pray for better days every time that my life gets so tragic. I'm thugging till God called my name. And I realized fake love as I got older. In my heart colder. I was standing in the rain, I was all alone. I was steady fighting demons, what you know about it. I only got a couple brothers that'll stay solid. When it comes to the money, I don't play about it. I told them meet me on the 3rd if you really bout it. Like what you know about loving and your heart broke. What you know finding love, almost had a stroke. I've been going through the worst, so let the boat sink. I've been running from the Jake since I was 17. I was thugging on the road. If you need me, let me know. They left me damaged. They left me damaged. Oh, they left me.
Hey, what's up, world? Thank you for tuning in to the Mental Margarita Show. I am the Rebel, and this is my rant. See, lately on social media, I find people posting things about depression instead of inspiration. And I believe that life is a beautiful journey that should be embraced to its fullest potential every single day. However, that doesn't mean that we always wake up ready to seize the day, right? And sometimes I just think we need a friendly reminder that life is a true gift. Well, so whether it's a quote from a favorite celebrity or a powerful statement from a successful business person, or maybe a lovely conversation from your grandmother, I think we all need motivation, inspiration these days. So I put together some quotes that I think will help us out through our day. Number 1, the purpose of our lives is to be happy. The Dalai Lama. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. By John Lennon. Get busy living or get busy dying. I like that one. By Stephen King. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Mae West. Many of life's failures are people or from people who don't realize how close they were to success when they give up. Thomas A. Edison. And last but not least, one of my favorites. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. By Albert Einstein. See, the one that I live with is, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And that something to me is my family. See, losses are temporary, but victory is forever. So be aware of self, be aware of mind, and be aware of others. Thank you, and carpe diem.
you're starstruck, here's a sprinkle of the stardust. Hold your champagne glass and your cigars up. See the guys with mob ties drive the cars up. Bright lights, most nights they buy the bars up. Candy coated Chevy cars on the highway. It's Frankie baby, it's on and this is my way. Dean Martin at the Sands this Friday. With Sammy Davis, here's a little hint where I stay. The city shines like Liberace's mansion. And you know Elvis had the whole city dancing. Showgirl silhouette steady prancing. Shout out to June, just the Copa Girls anthem. Legal gambling, yeah, that would tempt me. The Sin City, holy water couldn't cleanse me. And Wayne Newton had the crowd in a frenzy. Live at the Stardust, the seats never empty. Now if you having a good time in Las Vegas, at the count of 3, I want to hear you scream, Viva Las Vegas. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Viva Las Vegas! And Main Street was the official local beer stop. Enough slot machine noise to make your ears pop. The cigarette girls walking souvenir shops, while Red Fox had them laughing till the tears drop. Before Steve got a win at the right time, Sig and Roy had a long circus lifeline. Now the strip's got a lot of neon light signs. Would you agree there's not another city like mine? Years later, Mayweather got the city hot, and everybody in your city with a TV watch. Celine Dion got celebrities at every spot. Boyz II Men even got Jenny on the block. Now here's a culture shock, the desert's got a hockey scene. Golden Knights, yeah, the #1 hockey team. And we even got the Raiders repping Vegas now. So get the champagne, it's time to bring the waiters out.